And so you have to kind of be involved. And Miriam Flynn, who's the other girl on the show with me, very talented comedian, and between the two of us, we're like the new kids going, well, what's next? And they really helped us along, and that's the whole new concept of getting the four of us together is now gelling a new group of people. It's taking what Tim and Harvey have already set up as incredible sketch comics and then bringing in the two 80s kind of comedians that can do the Carol Burnett, all the old school things of the old kind of sketches, the putting on crazy hats and doing all those things, and then bringing in a new kind of humor, I think, like modern women that have it together, or all this. It's a new brand of humor that kind of gives it a little juice. So it's really neat.
Now, when they, I'm sure you didn't audition, but when they called you in to read for the part, or I'll use the word audition because, you know, they call so many people in, or test, what were they looking for? Now, you know, it would have to be so much. It was so much, because you can't fill Carol Burnett's shoes, who's been on the show and she is phenomenal. I mean, besides a neat person, and you always go, oh yeah, she couldn't really be neat. And then when you realize how nice she really is, it's a very hard shoes to fill. Now, they've been working with her for years, and now you're talking the tops, so it's a very, they're looking for another Carol Burnett. So you're coming in with your new characters, or I was, and I'd worked with the two head writers before on another show, and they had said, well, I think that this girl can do it, but it was a lot of pressure in the beginning. Plus, people don't realize, we started the show with, there had been different cast members that had started, now that it's distilled down to the four of us. But when we had first started, they really didn't know the way they wanted to go, because Tim had always played a victim, you know, and there's always little kind of victim characters, to whatever character Carol and Harvey had done. So with me, my characters are very aggressive, and I have all, you know, I do a very kind of strong Mexican lady. That's great at the Mexican restaurants, but I do a very strong Mexican lady. So we had done, one of our first things that we had done was I interpreted for him, as he was supposed to be an ambassador to the United States, and we did a whole sketch. So to have a new person, because Tim rarely also worked with Carol, you know, and they always, you think about Tim on the Carol Burnett show, and he was usually with Harvey. So when we initially worked, before Harvey had come in, it was working with Tim. He had didn't know, you know, really about working with women. And so Miriam and I in the beginning were trying to find characters which would be conducive to his old man character that he does, that's just crazy, and Mr. Tudball, and all the characters that people had loved, that then you have to fit in your characters. Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Maggie Roswell. And I'm Johnny Grant in Hollywood.